In the K-pop industry, aspiring young trainees join agencies and work tirelessly so that they can excel in all aspects of performance. But, as in any profession, there are of course a few who stand out from the rest. Having natural talent often takes people far, but the combination of having natural talent and work ethic is what takes idols to an entirely different level. Yujin is the prime example, or blueprint even, of natural talent, hard work, and passion. By embodying all of these traits, she has secured her spot as not only IVE's leader, but as IVE's secret weapon. Chapter 1: Early Potential. Yujin has stated that her K-pop debut in her heart was in 2009, when she was around 6 years old. At home, Yujin's older sister loved watching K-pop music shows and music videos on TV, and as a result, so did Yujin. Yujin fell in love with K-pop. She would even learn the lyrics and choreography of her favorite songs on her own, and then perform in front of her family. However, there was one moment in particular that was pivotal for Yujin, and helped her decide that she really wanted to pursue this as a career path. When Yujin was around 13 or 14 years old, she attended the Melon Music Awards with her friend. She recalls standing at the very front, right in front of the performers. When she looked behind her, she saw the sea of people and light sticks in the audience, and realized she also wanted people to watch her perform and cheer for her. This was it. She was going to give it a shot. Shortly after this, Yujin auditioned and was accepted to join Starship Entertainment as a trainee in 2017. Considering Yujin had no previous formal training in vocal or dance, it was clear that Starship saw potential in her. Starship's VP even stated that when they saw Yujin's audition video, he thought to himself, "We have to bring her in no matter what." And that is exactly what they did. Starship reps drove 2 hours outside of Seoul to Yujin's hometown, Daejeon, and brought her in as a trainee. And they gave her opportunities very soon after joining, such as appearing in the music videos Rain by So-yu and Baekhyun, Oppa by Yoo Sung-woo and Sandal, and Just You by Jong Se-woon with Sick K. These types of opportunities are not just given to any trainees. It's usually quite difficult for trainees, especially new ones, to receive opportunities like this. However, only a few months after becoming a trainee, Yujin was presented with these opportunities, pointing to how much potential Starship saw in Yujin early on. Only 1 year and 4 months after training, Yujin was cast to participate in Produce 48, an extremely competitive reality show where the public would vote to form a temporary girl group, which would later become IZ*ONE. When Yujin found out that she would be sent to represent Starship along with Wonyoung, she was incredibly excited. Yujin had watched the previous seasons as a fan, and now she had the chance to go on the program as a participant. Produce 48 would be the program that would change Yujin's career forever. Despite many ups and downs, she ultimately placed 5th in the final ranking, securing her spot in IZ*ONE. Compared to the industry average, Yujin trained for only a short time before debuting officially in IZ*ONE, pointing to the notion that her potential was not only recognized by Starship Entertainment scouts, but the public who viewed and voted for her on Produce 48. Throughout the duration of IZ*ONE's active period, she improved even more, all while being a part of one of the largest K-pop girl groups of all time. All of these achievements so early in her career can now, with some hindsight, be understood as early telltale signs that Yujin would eventually be IVE's secret weapon. Chapter 2: K-pop Lover. As I mentioned, Yujin was a huge K-pop fan when she was younger, and consequently, her dream was to become an idol. Well, even after debuting and securing success for many years, Yujin is actually still a huge K-pop fan. Which you might think, oh, isn't that a given? Well, to some people, it might be. But people often lose the passion they once had for something, especially after doing it for so long. Many idols in interviews have stated that they even started disliking K-pop after being around it so much for work, which is definitely understandable. But when asked what her favorite genre of music was in a very recent 2025 interview, Yujin's answer was that K-pop was still her #1 genre.
요즘 어떤 음악이 좋아?
저는 제가 일단 진짜 좋아하는 1번은 항상 K-팝이에요.
And this sentiment really shows through Yujin's work ethic and visible passion when performing. Many viewers agree with this sentiment. Even when the backtrack is turned up during live performances, you can almost always clearly hear Yujin's live singing voice cutting in. In behind-the-scenes videos on IVE's YouTube channel, Yujin can be seen maintaining high energy all throughout practice sessions, helping to keep everyone's spirits high. And Yujin is often seen dancing, singing along, and enjoying performances of other K-pop groups at award shows. While these are traits that can absolutely be developed through hard work and effort, the consistency is hard to maintain without genuine passion, and that is exactly what Yujin has. And as a result, she has been able to utilize that passion to further her career in the Korean entertainment industry and as leader of IVE. Chapter 3. Being IVE's leader. When K-pop groups debut, more often than not, their company announces official positions for each member in the group. When IVE debuted in December of 2021, there were no official positions, like main vocal or main dancer. The only official announced position was that Yujin would be the leader of IVE. The designated leader in K-pop groups usually takes on tasks like starting the group introduction, taking the lead during awkward or uncomfortable interview questions, and even mediating difficult conversations regarding the group. But what is truly worth recognizing about Yujin as leader is her ability to lead with strong self-awareness and poise. During times where, in the heat of the moment, she needs to step up and take charge, she does.
너 반대로. 이서 반대로, 보라머리 반대로. 나도 여기가 편해. 안 돼. 야, 지금 4대1이야. 안 돼.
But it is apparent that even more than being a strong leader, she is an empathetic one. Rather than solely being the leader who makes decisions for the greater good of the group, she also ensures that all members feel heard and supported. And this is evident through how she treats and talks about her members, as well as how her members talk about her.
많이 고생했고 항상 멋있는 짱 리더라서 수상을 하고 싶다고 합니다. 레이 씨에게도 한마디 또. 왜 이렇게
한마디.
왜? 뭐예요 진짜? 여기 휴지 없는데. 저희 여기 휴지 좀.
Starship's VP has also stated that he chose Yujin as the leader because he saw her as a true all-rounder and someone that could fully support the members. From a positioning standpoint, I think it is safe to say that this is exactly how IVE fans and the public view Yujin, an all-rounder who is equally confident, reliable, and empathetic. Chapter 4. The Busiest Idol. Besides Yujin's contributions to the group as IVE's leader, she has also gained a lot of attention through her growing variety show presence, including solo appearances on popular YouTube variety channels and series like Crime Scene on Netflix and Earth Arcade. Earth Arcade arguably prompted Yujin's career to reach new heights, giving her a chance to show more of her humor, intelligence, and rapport with the other cast members. She also further established herself as a true K-pop lover. When the members would play random play dance, Yujin was by far the most knowledgeable in terms of knowing other groups' songs and their choreographies, showing her true love for K-pop as a whole. Yujin stated that, after appearing on Earth Arcade and the show finding success, she received many more brand deals. And the numbers are there to back this up. In 2023, Yujin was named the Busiest Idol of the Year by Blip, a data reporting app that tracks idols' schedules throughout the year. In 2023, she attended 447 total events, putting her at the #1 spot. Since then, she has maintained as one of the few idols with the most solo brand deals, alongside her groupmate Wonyoung and other big names such as G-Dragon, IU, and more. One of Yujin's most notable brand deals includes her partnership with Hana Financial Bank in 2023, one of the largest financial institutions in all of South Korea. It is not an easy accomplishment to become an ambassador for a financial institution, as the requirements for becoming one are undoubtedly more stringent than others. To put it into perspective a bit more, Hana Financial's previous ambassador was Son Heung-min. Yujin is still currently an ambassador for Hana Financial, with her most recent promotion being for an exclusive debit card with her face on it. Ironically, the card can only be issued to active or previous members of the military, so she was ineligible to receive it. Yujin's many individual brand deals are proof that her ace title goes beyond vocals, dancing, and being the group's leader. Chapter 5. Groundedness. I've mentioned many of the strengths that Yujin possesses throughout this video: her natural talent, her work ethic, her leadership. But there's one final trait that I believe truly cements her as IVE's secret weapon: her groundedness. From becoming a Starship trainee, to competing on Produce 48, to debuting in IZ*ONE, and now standing at the center of one of the biggest girl groups in South Korea, nothing could have possibly prepared Yujin for the sheer scale of attention and scrutiny she would face. Every move is watched, every word is analyzed. And yet, throughout all of this, Yujin has managed to remain remarkably steady. What makes this especially impressive is that Yujin herself has openly said that she's actually the type of person who gets very nervous easily. We've seen brief moments of this, like Lollapalooza for example, but overall, it's rare to see Yujin visibly nervous. In fact, Yujin is known among her members, fans, and industry peers as someone who keeps her composure and stays grounded. Whether it's navigating live broadcasts, handling unexpected moments on stages, or stepping in when the group needs direction. In an industry that often rewards perfection and polish, Yujin's groundedness, expressed through her humor, composure, and self-awareness, is what makes her presence feel stable. It allows her talent to feel sustainable, and her success to feel earned. And that's why Yujin isn't just the standout performer or a capable leader, she's the anchor of IVE. She's their secret weapon.